Hey guys, Mr. Thibodeau here. So we're going to lesson 16, rounding whole numbers and estimating. So you're doing your mental math, doing your problem solving, and then on to new concepts. So rounding is rounding up or down, and we usually go to the nearest whole number, or sometimes we go to the nearest 10, because that's going to allow us to kind of do some math a little faster in our head, right? So if I round up to 670, right, 667 is much closer to 670. It's a difference of 3. I can go ahead and round up to 670, and now I have a nice, more solid number to work with. It's easier. I don't have to deal with the ones column, right? If we're dealing with 6,789, right, that's a pretty big number. Sure, I can round that up to 6,700, and maybe that's helpful to me. Or I can just go ahead and round it to 7,000, and that's much easier to deal with, because 7,000 is basically 7 when you're doing it in math. You just add the 3 zeros at the end of whatever you do. So rounding is a very useful tool for doing problems in our head quickly, and then we can just get an idea of whether or not we're on the right track. It'll help us kind of figure some stuff out. Very often in life, the math that you want to do, you don't need to be exact, you just need an estimate. So this is the sort of thing I do in my head all the time. Like if I'm driving and I'm trying to figure out how many more hours I need driving the speed I'm going before I get home, things like that, or how many more minutes. So 550, and when it's right there in the middle, we tend to round up on those. Okay, it's a little arbitrary, right? It's perfectly in the middle, and so it could go either way. But we generally round up. We do round up. Rounding up is the norm for this. It would be weird to round down, but sometimes that might make more sense depending on what you're trying to do it for. But generally, if it's right there in the middle, you always round up. So anytime it says estimate in a word problem, or even in any kind of problem, estimate tells us that we're rounding, okay? Estimate is our code word that says we're going to be rounding. And estimate is a great word because it also means that we can go fast, right? If you're estimating, you're not doing a lot of serious math. You're just boom, 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 getting it done, going, okay? And so that's the nice thing about estimating. Let's see. So if I was to estimate the sum of 467 and 312, well, I would round this one up and this one down. So that would be 500. This would be 300. 5 plus 3, that's 8. Add back those 2 zeros, that's 800. Okay. So now that's sort of close. Now we rounded up a fair amount here. We rounded down a fair amount here. So really the answer is more like 780, 760, something like that. But I guess 770. 775? Anyway, so go ahead and work through these. I don't imagine you'll have any problem with this practice set. It's pretty dang easy. Use the graph in example 5, so that's looking up back here. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have any issue with this practice set. For your written practice, you've been doing a lot of these word problems, and I don't know if you need to do more of them. It is sometimes useful to be able to say those things out loud. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 4 through 10. Okay. And then we'll do 12 through 30 even. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good one. Also, just another quick reminder, if you get stuck with any of these questions or any of your questions from the practice set or the mental math, anything at all, shoot me an email and I will go ahead and make a video just for you about how to solve that. Okay? All right. Have a good one.